walk with me on the devil's left way path, where we will take several turns along the way. This path is multifaceted, dark, light, and everything falling betwixt. Crooked our steps will be, for the journey is never straight nor narrow. Greetings and salutations. I am Kindra RavenMoon. Welcome to the Thorn Rose Witch podcast. Here is where we discuss a bit about everything that falls under the umbrella of dark spirituality, witchcraft, Satanism, devil worship, and all things related above, below, and beyond. How are you doing today? I hope your week has been good and that you're enjoying a splendid weekend. Any wicked plans? Feel free to share in the commentary if you like. And while you're here, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. The motivation for today's topic emerged from several emails and also messages over on Instagram asking me stuff like, why don't demons want to work with me? Or, why don't they like me? And others who shared their stories on how they're torn between angels and demons and fear about offending one side by working with the other, and those who initially stem from a Christian background who have been drawn to the occult and have worked with angels for a long while, but now feel drawn to the darker nature of esotericism and learning what demons could do for them. Some of you also shared your negative experiences with demons or how a demon has tricked you into thinking you were getting what you wanted, but instead you found yourself at a loss or some sort of a loss. Now, first and foremost, you must understand that such things appear and approach us in alignment with our understanding of them and how the unique individual can comprehend and accept them. The angels closest to our world or realm, and the demons, the lower level beings or spirits closest to this world or realm, offer the same value. Neither is better or worse than the other. There is nothing that one side could offer that the other doesn't. If you want to gain success with knowing and achieving results through these channels, you need to first deconstruct your thinking. Remove the us versus them, good versus evil, dark versus light mentality. You must allow yourself to gain from both energies or forces, if you will. Learn which individuals of those spirits are best for whatever purpose you want to work with them for. For an example, if your goal is to heal, find out whose abilities in the form of healing you are seeking would be best for your purpose. You might require the properties or abilities of a combination of two or more of these forces, but make sure the energies you work with don't clash. You only receive a negative result or experience if you approach the process with fear or hold a negative mindset, especially a mindset still conditioned with the fear instilled by the Abrahamic religions. It's not a question whether demons like you or not. These spirits don't give a damn about humans to begin with. Angels and demons both, that is. Not all will align with your personal frequency and most often will choose not to connect with you. This is no different than how it is with anyone outside of the self, human or animal. The biggest problem I find is that many of you are taking a human approach to these forces. As with how mythological characters are written, you are humanizing these primitive forces, imagining human traits and characteristics upon them. You're approaching demons as friends, or even worse, as caring parental figures. It is because of such delusions that your work with demons is not succeeding, and your self enslavement to one or more demonic figures is keeping you stagnant. In such cases, more often than not, it is not a demon even that you are connecting with, but an egregore, either fabricated through your own psychology or one fed that you fed into by a collective mindset. And I inject here often that is influenced by pop culture. It takes time to connect with an infernal force or any type of spirit for that matter and understand what it is, recognize and differentiate its energy from an egregore, a psychological delusion, or from another spirit that is masking as it. Also, take into consideration what you are doing for them. What are they gaining by working with you? It works both ways, you know. It's not a, it's not all take. Demons don't grant wishes. Infernal spirits are not fictional genies. If you manage to properly and positively align with a demonic spirit, or even an angel for that matter, and after a while of getting to know that spirit, you may make a demand request of it, or from it, I should say, but be prepared to enter into a pact with it that's a contract. Such workings or relationships, if you will, are always transactional. Don't expect something for nothing. Don't ever expect something for nothing. Now, before we come to an end here today, I want to include don't think that you are safe or in the light because you work with angels. Angels can be nasty fuckers and very dark in nature. Religious texts display numerous accounts of how angels of God have destroyed and killed. Angels aren't cute or innocent. They dislike humans. We stink to them. And they feel we should be beneath them. They are jealous of us for the most part and only tolerate us because they are under the order of Yahweh. So if your only knowledge and belief of angels stem from biblical texts, then let this sink in a bit. And if you believe that there are fallen angels, now I'm not asking you to change your beliefs. People can buy into the beliefs they want. But I ask you to consider if these fallen are by origin angels, or angels of God, I should say, then they are no different than any other angelic being, with the exception that they, the in quotations here, fallen, are the ones who stepped up and openly spoke and acted upon their truth. The remaining angelics are simply too cowardly to do so. Also remember, not all demons fall into the category of fallen angels. The majority don't fit into that paradigm or stem from that story, with some hailing from an earlier time, but for whatever reasons, a few of them have been amalgamated into that story. Demons are primitive spirits, with some even being primordial. I will leave you with this to ponder for today. Next week, let's revisit the topic of demons. I feel we need to peel back some layers and bring forth some facets to shed light upon. Until next time, my dears, infernal love and darkest blessings under Lucifer's light.